Welcome to the Metaphysician. I'm Alan McPhee, your friendly neighborhood metaphysician. I like that. I know I'm stealing it from Spider-Man, but hey, give me a break, all right? Everything's taken now. All the names are taken, all right? So, but in any case, I want to talk about time. What is time? What is time? So, I know there are a lot of answers out there. And if I ask someone what is time, they'll Google or get somebody else's words and tell me what those words are, right? That's not what's important right now, not in metaphysics. In metaphysics is about what I think it is, what you think it is. And that's first an opinion. But beyond that, what arguments you bring forward to get your own meaning of that word, right? So time, very important concept. I am on a journey of becoming a time master, so I need to know what time is. And I hope you would like to master your time. But for right now, just now, let's talk about what that word means, time. What is time? It's a controversial notion, right? In general, you have many people saying that time is an illusion, and I don't really understand that because I look at the world around us, everybody is working according to the clock. They're doing things in according to time. They go to work, they get up, they go to sleep, they're doing everything according to time. If time is an illusion, that means all of our experiences is an illusion. And if that's the case, how is that possible? Right? How would you even know it since you're already in the illusion? So I don't understand that definition at all. There are those that tell us that time exists, like a table exists, like the wall behind me exists. What does that mean? That's very challenging. Let me share something with you right now. While in Maui, I wrote this out in the sand. Time. When I think of time, I think of an hourglass where the sand pours through. And after half an hour or an hour, depending on the type of hourglass you have, the sand goes from the top of the glass to the bottom. Time is a flow, it's a movement. Everyone seems to understand that part of time. And in fact, this is the definition I go towards, right? Time is a measure of change. It's very clear what time is when you just define it. It's a measure of change. So if it's a measure of change, time then is a mathematical construct. It's a numerical system that measures something. It measures motion and action. However, because existence itself is something that is perpetuated over time, existence presupposes time. To exist is to exist in time. That is, the sand in front right now is still. You don't see my hand actually writing the words out there, but it's still. But in being paused and being still, in existing itself, it exists in time. And thus, time captures a matter of change, but it also captures existence itself. So that when I think of the notion of time, I have these two senses of time appear before me, just like instantly. And as I thought about this for years and years and years, these definitions emerge again and again and again. The measure of change seemed to be the natural meaning, that it is a property of existence. It's something I saw for myself, and I could not shake it. And I saw it while studying the work of some philosophers like Parmenides. Let's not go in that scholarly journey right now. And the idea here is that which exists in time. There is no existence without time, but is time itself an existence? You know, as I walked the sand of Maui, and I thought of this question, and I actually made some videos which I want to share in the channel here on time while in Maui. I thought about many things, like, for example, the idea that time itself exists, not a property of existence. The tree exists, Therefore, the time represents its duration of existence, right? But that time itself is in existence. The history, listen to me, the past exists, the future exists, the present exists. You and I can both understand that a tree exists, the sand on the beach exists, the shrubs exist, the building in front of us exists. They physically exist, they have substance. And I can also say, in a way you'd understand, that they exist in time, that time is a measure of their duration. These items may exist for hundreds of years. Maybe the house may go away after a few hundred years, but the tree, the sand, the beach itself, we think will last for many, many years to come. We can understand that to be true. So when we say that these things exist and their existence can be measured in time, it makes sense. So even if we're looking at the sand and it's not moving, it makes sense. But to say that the time itself exists is something I do not understand. Please, if you can make sense of that, please share with me. I know you're going to throw in some Einstein theory of relativity, and you're going to try to share with me all these different ways that people look at these things, and I will review those interpretations as well. But right now, as a metaphysician, it's about me making clarity of what I understand about this idea. What is time? So I'm asking you right now, what is your notion of time? If you're going to quote me some information of what all these other people say, my question to you is, what do you believe it is? Do you understand that definition? Do you follow it? Can you explain it to me? Okay. And I myself will have an opportunity, or I will take the opportunity to discuss those other definitions as well. So when I consider what time is, I go along that path right there in the sense that I am trying to figure, I'm a metaphysician, so I'm looking at my definition and I'm going to use that definition to live my life, to make decisions. And when I see it as a measure of change, it makes consistent sense. And why is this going to be important to me? Because ultimately, as time master, I'm going to try to see how I can manage my own personal time. That is longevity, that is youthfulness, right? I need to have a clear sense of what it is I call time when I say I would like to live longer. I like to live an extra 100 years. What does that really mean for me to live another 100 years, another 200 years? If I'm pursuing this goal without a clear sense of what time is, I'm not going to get anywhere because I don't know where I'm going. So right now, we're just focusing on that meaning. And in this particular lecture, in this particular series on time, we're going to look at many, many aspects of time, both the scientific, the mystics, and even Hollywood. We have to go to Hollywood. If we don't go to Hollywood, it's incomplete, all right? So we'll go to Hollywood as well and see how they look at time. But for right now, do me a favor. Down below, drop your definition. What do you think time is? Okay, what exactly do you think time is? Let me stop. Let me get out the sharing screen here. So down below, tell me what time is for you. How do you identify time for you yourself, personally? You've heard all these definitions. Now, if you don't have a definition, you're just following what the scientists say or whatever definition you're following, that's okay too. You can say that as well. I follow this person definition, that person definition. All right. Now I'm not gonna be moved by that definition because I really want your definition. All right. Now I will in this particular series, I'm doing a series on time itself. I will be looking at a scientific definition. I will be looking at Einstein. Will be looking at the scientific view in general. All right. And many physicists claim about what time is. But at the end of the day, after I look at that definition, I'm going to say, what does it mean for me? Because in metaphysics, if you really want to make changes and do different kind of things for yourself, you need to understand what it means for you. If you want to prolong your life, live an extra 200, 300 years, then you need to figure out what time is for you. If you don't have that sense, it's very seriously unlikely you'll be able to extend your life intentionally, okay, if you don't even know what it means, right? I'm Alan McPhee, here for the Metaphysician. If you like what I'm saying, please click the like button, join, and also, above all else, answer the question, what is time for you? How do you personally define the notion of time?